Hi guys, Tristan here. Might ask, what am I doing? Well, if you looked at the news recently, which I plan on this video for older audiences only for no reason, mainly because I swear a lot. So on most videos are going to be mainly, for older audiences. Audiences for the sole factor of the fact that of what I'm about to say. Disney, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, because because also just point this out. I'm not gonna mention the Sonic fandom. Like, I'm a Sonic fan, but I'm scared if I ever interact with any fan in the fandom. If I interact with the wrong fan and just mention the fact that I was born in 2006, I might be considered the Antichrist because of that. Like, I just ran a thought. Like, everyone hates Sonic 06 to the point that it has affected the game series. Like, I'm turning 16 this year. Sonic 06 came out 16 freaking years ago. When are we still gonna be talking? Is this game still gonna be? Sega's still gonna refuse to try new things? I'm sorry, this video is completely about Disney and how much I hate them and would like them to die soon. But I just have to start with my apologies for starting a video that is like the 100th Disney hate video on the internet. Starting with a Sonic rant, but I just have to get this off my chest. Because, like, I'm not excited for Sonic Frontiers. I'm hoping. Because I dislike Sonic Forces. Like, I don't like any of it. Let me just voice my opinion. Sonic 06 is probably one of the best Sonic games when it comes to its storytelling. Telling in comparison to anything to some of these games. Yeah, I just said it. Go ahead, Sonic fandom, attack me. Attack me. Well, guess what? The Sonic fandom that still attacks people over liking Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog. Just fuck off. I'm a 15-year-old telling a giant $1 million company and a freaking community of a bunch of children's games to go fuck themselves, and it's just funny. Okay, so what's wrong with me today, and why am I all of a sudden in a bad mood? Well, those that have watched some of my older videos will notice that I had a X-Men poster in my room at one point. Yeah, I'm in the living room while filming this because I'm scared if I film this in my room, Disney will copyright me if I have any at the risk. Because, like, I'm nervous about having any form of merch in my videos. Shown in my videos. Other than, like, Five Nights at Freddy's stuff of being shown in the background. And because I kind of have a bunch of plushies and a Pirate Foxy action figure from the outfit he's wearing in that VR. I just picked it up randomly while I was in Walmart. Why am I scared of having any merch in my... Well, I'm a little nervous because Disney and Sega exist. Well, okay, I don't know how trigger happy Sega is, but if you've known about the Totally Dark Mark situation, you know how trigger happy Toei is. This is why I haven't bought any Dragon Ball merch. That, and also almost 90% of all the good stuff is too expensive for me to buy. Is because I'm paranoid that if I buy a freaking, let's just say for example, Dragon Ball Z Universe 2 Trunks action figure, which, by the way, I kind of dislike his design in that game. I prefer him in his outfit he was wearing. Probably a semi-popular, probably very unpopular opinion. I preferred him when he was wearing the battle armor and when he fought Cell in the Cell saga. My opinion on Dragon Ball aside, I'm nervous to have any... Heck, I actually have a Naruto... Actually, for Christmas last year, I got a Luffy figure. Not like SH Figure Arts or anything, but it was a good figure. I'm not gonna show that in a video. Why? Because Toei owns One Piece, as far as I know, or Konami. No, wait, they own Yu-Gi-Oh. They seem very trigger happy, but only with the big guys. So I probably might be safe. Probably not, but, who knows. Should I be worried about wearing this shirt? If I have to start questioning what I wear for a video, I'm just gonna take off my shirt. My rants aside, I just hope Sonic Frontiers is good. In storytelling, gameplay, and game design. I hope it's all good. It's an open world Sonic game. I kind of like open world games. I don't like games that are really restrictive on what you can do in certain areas. Dragon Ball Universe 2. Yeah, very unpopular opinion. I dislike those games. I have to. Okay, she's gone. Okay, basically, by the way, the reason I stopped there is because my sister was kind of came down and was in the kitchen. I noticed her, and look, I'm in the living room. It's like one room away from the kitchen, and my voice kind of carries way too well for this house for some reason, even though for some reason at other times no one can hear me. The inconsistencies, and I'm gonna pause before he comes in here and tries to. Okay, well, Aislinn Vogue's or something over there. I don't even know what she's doing at this point. But yeah, I'm just gonna ignore her for this. And this in hope she doesn't find. One of the main reasons never mind. Let's just get on the focus here, which now that I think about it, I can't. Because that one is in the room, is nearby, and she will definitely try and turn off this video if she hears my opinions at all. But let's just get this over with. I love the X-Men. I love Transformers. I love both of those things. They are two awesome things I love. Sonic is a third. Sly Cooper was really my introduction to the game. Sly Cooper and Skylanders were really my introduction to the game. But aside from that, let's talk about this. Disney is apparently making the X-Men. No, I don't keep tabs on them, but Owl House is ending soon. The show canonically is a week away. How ironic. The show is canonically so far a week away from its big finale. And also, its episodes come out on a weekly basis. How nice. But too bad for the Owl House, it can't have its finale. This isn't a finale to me. I like the Owl House and Amphibia, which is probably the most ballsy things I can say here, other than obviously the thing I started this video on, me double middle fingering the Sonic and Disney, the Sonic community, and Disney. Disney in the living room of my house, of my house. So, yeah. So you might ask why I said thing I like the Owl House and Amphibia is a ballsy move. Maybe because when a creator made an animatic based on the Lumity ship, she kind of got her. The Owl House community wanted to see her do more Owl House than anything. Personally, I forgot what the artist's name is. Damn it, Tristan. I plan on checking out their work at some point. I'm not really the type to buy missionary work or anything, but I am the type to look at it. Like, I prefer looking at artwork than buying it. That's just my opinion. I'm not the person to buy artwork. You're not gonna see me at an art auction ordering any commissions from an online artist anytime soon. So, sorry about that. But do I love artwork? Of course I do. My gallery app on my phone proves that way too well. Well, with the amount of downloaded pictures I've downloaded off of looking things up on Google. Because on Google, for a while, looking up fan art on Google. It is a lot. Like, seriously, a freaking lot. But aside from that, what about the Owl House doesn't fit Disney's standards? Is it? And you might say, oh, it's not a musical. Amphibia is not a musical. And then I will reply, Amphibia is not a new musical yet, nutcase, and yet it's getting its finale literally this Saturday. Which I know it's Sunday when I'm recording this video, but when it's Saturday, when it turns to Saturday, day of this week, the show's finale, first part of its finale, I can't remember the name of, that's 1 hour long, happens, and I'm hyped, because the trailer is just like, from Darcy with a scythe to Darcy saying, let's rumble, girlfriend, to Sasha, this finale is gonna be chef's kiss. I will die and come back to life. Basically, but why did the Owl House get that? Like, seriously, why isn't that Amphibia? Also, can we mention that our fandoms, like, how weirdly opposite to attract the Amphibia and Owl House community? I might be wrong because I didn't check that well. It's just from me exploring the internet, exploring Google, a lot, and discovering these. But why is it that Amphibia has... that I can name way more AUs of Amphibia that are really dark and gory than the Owl House? Like, when we talk about dark AUs, I don't mean like the classic, the hero is the villain, or Steven Universe's corrupted Pearl, cracked Pearl. Wow, there's a lot of Pearl related in AU. If you're wondering what AU means, it means alternate universe, if you didn't get it. Yes. Which wouldn't be surprising. I had to explain that to my dad. Like, Black Pearl, Cracked Pearl, here and there. They're creepypastas, yada, 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 yada. Look, I shouldn't be able to say this, but anyone else feel like the Amphibia community makes more sense with the Owl House than the Owl House community? Makes, like, Owl House community, yeah, there are some AUs that I have found, that I have located and discovered on via my exploring, looking around the internet. I did no research coming up with this video, so, because literally this is a fresh off my brain idea. Like, let me just list some, like, AUs that these two shows share. Zombie Apocalypse AU. Pretty simple, put the characters in a zombie apocalypse. Vampire AU. How do I know these exist? Well, the AU, for Amphibia, I found a mini comic that involves Marcy coming to Anne's house and drinking some blood off of Anne and rushing her to the hospital. For the Owl House, it's a fan fiction. Oh, I don't want to explain the plot of that fiction to you guys. This but basic plot is Luz is a vampire hunter, hates vampires. And by like the latest chapter, one of the latest chapters in it, yeah, okay, basically during one of the most recent chapters, there was this point where Amity Luz, also Bosch is a werewolf for some reason. Well, there's the random cameo of a member of my family, vocally or not, in one of my videos. And basically, they do a drinking game combined with Uno. I don't know how you do that. Amity and Luz go room. Luz is like, you don't deserve me. Then Amity makes out with her, and so forth. Luz becomes a vampire. Fire the next day because I'm not saying that Amity had this. She's a guy, but I'm just pointing this out because two of the OC characters that are in this Sharon and Sharon. Sorry, but I can't say this character's voice correctly. I'm doing a British accent for no reason. Sharon and Paisley. Sharon's knocked up, even though Paisley and Sharon are both female characters. Just pointing it out, not saying. Look, it's just random to me. Oh, give me a minute. Okay, now that my stupidity is done ranting. Now let me get back to listing. Zombie Apocalypse, Vampire, and of course, Swapped Role AU. Yeah, I'm weirded out by the fact that I can say this is like a common thing. I never found this type of AU would, like, does I just have to ask, when it comes to the Swap Roll AU, what's the specifics? Like, I get the name, but do the Diamond Swap AUs for Steven Universe technically count? Like, swapping Steven's mom from one of the other diamonds other than just Pink Diamond? Like, swapping his mom, does that count? Or does it have to be more specific than that? Like, does my Steven Universe AU count as a swapped AU? Because as I've tapped, or does it not count as a swap? My question on my corny fan fiction level of an AU, where, spoiler alert, Pearl goes Super Saiyan 4. Don't ask. I don't want to explain my crappy AU, my fanfic writing brain to you guys right now. Not right now. Okay, Zombie Apocalypse, Vampire, and, of course, Roll Swap AU are the 3 AUs. Pretty sure there's more than that, but I don't... Oh, wait, High School AU. Yeah, High School and Human AU. Might ask how the heck the Human AU isn't just the equivalent of this... Wrong one. Roll Swap AU? Well, the Human AU for Amphibia is a little different, as it's kind of like a Roll Swap AU. I don't know which one of these counts is which, but I'm pretty sure Roll Swap counts for the whole, let's use an example here. Marcy ends up in the swamp area. Sasha ends up in... Marcy ends up in... I forgot what it's called. Wartwood. Anne ends up in Toad Tower, and Sasha ends up in Newtopia. I don't know if these... Also, spoiler alert, I should have put this in the beginning of the video. Let's use that as an example, since I found pretty much the other combinations of, Sasha in the swamp, Marcy in Wartwood, and Anne in... Oh, also I don't know if this counts, but character is brought back from the dead AU? Does this count? Because I found something similar to this for both Amphibia and the Owl House in the form of Ghost Luz AU, where Luz, for some reason, dies and then comes back as a ghost. I found it as a mini comic, and the Undead Anne AU, which isn't technically Anne back from the dead, is basically this. Marcy. Basically, the character Sasha still ends up in Toad Tower, and still ends up in the swampy area in the cave, but instead of somehow surviving cold, wet conditions in a not survivable uniform, because, by the way, Marcy's the only one who I could see surviving in the situation Anne ended up in, because, she was wearing a hoodie, and is probably smart enough to know how to start a fire, but I think she'd be a little too in awe. It might actually fall off a cliff. Never mind! Absurdity. So, and also the what if this never happened AU. Don't know if this counts, but it kind of exists. For Steven Universe 2, the what if Steven was White Diamond's kid thing AU from the Round Table. Their interpretation of it is, basically what Steven Universe the movie and future showed us. Before Spinel showed up and Steven went full Godzilla. Basically, for this, I've only found a fan comic, and for Owl House, nothing, so this might not count, but for Amphibia, it's what if Marcy went to the party to try and... but ended up crying her eyes out, explaining what happened to Anne and Sasha. What's going on to Anne and Sasha, and then, that AU probably doesn't count, but... Neither do I think Undead Anne counts, technically, but Anne comes back as an undead being with memory loss, and it's a weird thing. If you count the whole human and high school and character comes back to life things that's 6 AUs that these things have in common. Which, weirdly, the high school one, I've only found one fan. I found a couple for when it comes to the Owl House and my own personal one, but that one involves a weird crossover with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for no reason. But how can you not think of that when 2 of these shows have characters who are kind of similar? Seriously, personally, I could see Marcy and Luz dueling. Not like with Duel Disk, but on Master Duel. I could just see Marcy playing Master Duel. I don't know if it's on the Nintendo Switch, which Marcy canonically has one, but if it is, I could just see Marcy playing Master Duel on her Switch, and then lose is like, I don't know what their usernames would be. Talk about it in the comments, my friends. Like, Marcy's would be... So, loses is kind of obvious. Azura fangirl. Something like that, because that's kind of what she's called herself a couple times when they're using codenames in the show, which is really funny, if you ask me. Like, Luz still uses some type of Azura themed thing because her favorite book series. That's kind of cute. But, like, Azura... If you're wondering, also, yes, quick question. Yes, I would probably get... If I were to meet any of these characters, I think I would get along with Marcy the most. Marcy and Luz, because, like, they do have things in common. Like being the catalyst for otherworldly adventures, but very different. Luz, post getting into the Boiling Isles, already has the ability to leave whenever she wants, but doesn't because she'd rather stay there and learn how to be a witch instead of go to a tournament camp, which I understand Camilla's decision. Luz is kind of stuck in her head, like I am a lot. I don't sundown at all. I'm a weirdo, guys. I'm weird, 100%. But like I'm stuck in my head sometimes, and Luz is definitely that. But she definitely has matured. Like compare Luz from when she first entered the Boiling Isles to actually before she even entered the Boiling Isles to currently in season 2. Like she's changed a lot and for the good. And now let's talk about the fact that the show Owl House and Amphibia have very different communities. Like Owl House is like the most mature themed communities. The AUs I found are the Outlaw AU where Ida and Lilith both got petrified. Like, King didn't, he escaped. Luz becomes basically the Mandalorian fused with Red Hood. But I don't know why I make this the only reason I make this comparison is because both characters are similar, and also, I could see Luz liking the Red... Like, Luz or... Marcy or Luz, I could see either one of them liking some Batman-themed characters. Like, I could see Luz liking Red Hood. Actually, no, wait, what were her favorite... Let's talk about it in the comments. What do you think Luz or Marcy from Amphibia's favorite DC character would be? It's a lot of characters, so think about it well. And in the comments, my friends. Don't know why I did that voice at all, but here we are. Jesus, video's already 20 minutes long and I haven't gotten to my main topic yet. This is just me spouting. But basically... the Outlaw EU, which does have a little mini comic that little character bios, and also a little mini comic that references a scene from The Mandalorian. Which, Luz is more of a Mandalorian reference than Red Hood, but the Red Hood and the Outlaws exists. So can you beat me for making the joke, the reference? So yeah. But, like, other than that AU and the vampire one, kind of, the one vampire Owl House AU fanfiction one I found, and, like, probably, I'm trying to think about it, the corruption AU, which is a weird thing. Don't understand it at all, but AU exists. Like, that's the most dark, and I guess Ghost Luz. As far as I can remember, those are like the darkest they use for the Owl House. Amphibia? How is it that I can list like 10 more? Like double or quadruple more? Like, seriously. Marky, which is basically what if Marcy was evil? Also, what if ask why I went all demonic for a second there. Well, what if is gonna be something I talk about at the end of this? Don't know why I'm doing this at all. All this is creepy as fuck. Okay. Okay. What? The Marky AU, which is just what if Marcy was evil? Don't know why that version of her is called that. Go smart. I don't understand this one at all. Oh, it's literally a small comic thing I found on Reddit once. But ignoring random Reddit mini Reddit Reddit comics. Okay. Marky. What if Marcy was evil? What if? Don't want to explain that one at all. Well, I mentioned this one earlier, Undead NAU, which I'm saying these in no order at all. Well, if I did a tier list video, the Undead NAU and the... Frick, I'm forgetting it. Oh, right. Okay, if you're asking me if I were to do one a tier list video and rate all the Amphibia AUs I know of, here's the ones I would put in the scariest ones. Undead Anne, which is, well, I explained it earlier. Anne resurrected via dies in the cave she was sleeping in, then resurrects as an undead being via not a zombie, guys. Undead being via her calamity powers. Marcy finds her trauma from Marcy's decision affects her mentally. Sasha. The whole true colors reveal, I think, happens way earlier. I'm just gonna list them here. Undead Anne, which I've already explained. Lost and Found, which is, what if when Anne landed in Amphibia, she got amnesia? It's literally like the Undead Anne one, where she has amnesia, but except less undeadness. So Marcy, Sasha, and Anne get stuck in Amphibia for not 5 months, but 5 years, and Marcy somehow gains glasses, and Sasha and Marcy become hot. My apologies, these 3 characters are attractive in their own way. Wait, which I'm allowed to say since I'm 15. These characters are in a similar age range to me, so shut up. Yeah, and they do find Anne. Romance ensues. I assume Calamity and Sasha and more. Also, Anne gets a cool looking outfit. Better and longer hair. Give me a sec. I'm back on topic. Which, yeah, that's basically that. And the third one being, well, and the Moth Cat, equivalent of Batman, I guess, or their Moth Cat protector. Yeah, it's basically what if Anne went rabbit? Oh, it became a Moth Cat, adopted by Moth Cats instead of the Planters. This is weird. The weirdest free things I've ever compared in my life. Yeah, those are the reviews I would put in the top tier. Wait. Okay. Marky, what if I did Anne, then found Mothbat, Cyberman. It's a weird AU. It's what if Sasha, Marcy and Anne, or Sasha and Anne, or just let's just use Marcy. Only Marcy, for example, here were a mermaid, or mermaids, basically was a mermaid, and I found this cute comic where Anne gives Marcy the switch, and walks in back let's just say 2 minutes later, right, and Marcy's beating the game already with this face saying more please, and it's an adorable thing. I love it. And basically, I guess the swap AU were Sprig, Ivy, and Polly are humans. Like, the human characters are swapped with the amphibian characters. So, King Andreas, Olivia, and Yunan are humans, and Marcy is a newt. That was a weird sentence to say. Say you confuses me. So yeah, that's a... Pretty sure this is the right number of fingers I'm holding up. Yeah, I was holding up 2, right? If I was holding up more than 2, let me know, but yeah. AUs that are kind of messed up in the house that are in Amphibia, I mean, that I can list. Also, crossover AU exists. I was wondering, so yeah. So yeah, this is... Also, I found this cool piece of fan art with Marcy, like, drawn in the style of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. Like, just randomly her drawn like she's Yami Merrick or something, and it was just funny. Funny, because I can see this, like, Marcy cosplaying and role-playing, playing as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character, and it's got, like, that just blank stare face she has when Marcy talks. Which is pretty messed up, then, like... Also, Scarred AU. This one isn't too messed up, but I would rank it up top. Not because it scares me or disturbs me. It's just because it's a fun AU. It's quite literally a 12 years later time jump. But also, when it comes to this future AU thing for... oh yeah, future AU also exists. These two shows have in common. Like, the Owl House has 2 options. Lose left the Boiling Isles and returns when she's older, and they give her a beta design for some reason, and she's older and she's back. Everyone's older. Or she stays and marries Amity and maybe has a kid with her. That's random part about the Owl House reused, because either Amity and Luz are together. It's either based on the decision of Luz. She stays or she leaves. These two the future AU for Owl House fluctuate. You decide which one you go with. Did she stay or did she leave in your AU? You choose that. And then have fun with it. Because some of the art I've seen of future AU, Amity, and Luz is pretty fun. For either version, because with the stays, it seems to be like this weird part where they decide think about it, where Amity would keep her hair dyed purple, or let it undye into the color brown for some reason. Like, when I look at fan art and fan comics of this AU, it kind of fluctuates between the two. Don't know why I do this hand gesture for that, but yeah. Yeah, kind of weird. Also, whether Luz grew her hair out or not. But if you're wondering, yeah, I think Amity does look good with purple hair in the show and in fan art. I do think Beta Amity looks good with purple hair as well, when it is done good. Do I think Amity with purple hair works? Whether she keeps it or goes back to brown, I don't mind. It's a character choice. If she decided to dye her hair purple, she can keep her hair color whatever she wants. It is a TV show. Do I think Amphibia and Owl House should both end with time jumps? Well, in House's case, should have it with a time jump? Yes, I think it should. I think Amphibia's story will benefit from that, like showing how Marcy, Sasha, and Anne are handling their relationship as they're older. Give me a sec. Okay, back to the topic. Don't ask why I keep pausing, please. Don't ask. No one asks in the comments. Sometimes I just want to slam my face into something. You ever get that feeling? Probably some people do. Probably my parents probably get that feeling sometimes as well. Well, they're adults and I'm 15. Don't know why I did that sound or that space. Okay, back. For Amphibia, it's kind of weird because, like, they go with the same format. Like, it's like the same thing for Sasha and Anne. Anne having a prosthetic arm and Sasha having a missing eye. one of her eyes. Which, yeah, the show's kind of supported both of these theories of Anne losing an arm, Sasha losing an eye, but what my thoughts, like the final poster of Amphibia, one of the latest poster leaks for Amphibia, the poster reveal for Three Armies and All In, I think? The one that has Darcy doing, like, this pose with the full teeth right across her face. He said the giant robot that the promo for the hour-long episode shows is actually Andreas' mech suit. Didn't think we were gonna go all Gundam up in here, but okay. Hey, that's interesting. Interesting. Also, can we mention an all-in Andreas is like, oh, awesome moment where he just jumps out of the castle, lands, and has his like, oh, Madara Uchiha moment. Like, that was cool. Watching him pull a Madara, kind of. Like, in a sense. It was nice to see. Now, let's point out the facts here of it. DZU, it's the same thing as the Owl House as it fluctuates, but it's a little different. Also, my gazetted son using an arm, why I'm bringing this poster up is it highlight one of Anne's arms is highlighted she's in her calamity mode in the poster, and one of her arms is highlighted up till like the elbow area in calamity energy. So personally, by my cathesis my opinion is Anne will lose some of her arm, not the entire thing like some fan art showing, which I really like. I just think Anne losing is gonna lose up to her shoulder because that's the amount we've been shown. Hints at up to her elbow, not her shoulder. Naked sometimes. Up to her elbow because that's what the poster showed her arm being covered in blue energy in. That's what the electricity stuff. That goes up I think it goes up to her elbow. She's a lot shorter. Pretty sure her character is a lot shorter than me. I'm actually a tall guy. I'm pretty tall. Almost as tall as my dad. Seriously, out of my family, the only person who's taller than me is my dad and my grandma. On his side, what the heck? I think my height came from my dad. Mostly. But aside from that, yeah, that's how much. But most of the fan art shows Anne losing the entirety of her arm up till her shoulder, or plus some of her shoulder, plus the shoulder blade, because some art shows her having the insert thing across the area concentrus part, like her shoulder blade, whatever the front part of that is. And Marcy, it's either she is obviously gonna have that giant scar for being stabbed through the top half of her torso, through most of her torso, all of her upper body, the entire center of up and down of her upper body with a giant fire sword and somehow living. She's gonna have a scar from that, but it's not exactly that. It's more whether she has an eye that's messed up and looks like the core eyes or not. Seriously, that's the farce. Seemingly the only difference. Literally, that's the two things. How much of Anne's arm is burned off by overused calamity energy, and how much of Marcy's face is, and whether Marcy's face is, geez, I look creepy. He'd be like this. That looks creepy as fuck. Where Marcy has an literally where Marcy has an eye that looks like one of the Core's eyes. That's it. Also, whether looks like it's surrounded by Neverac for some reason. That's kind of the weird part. Also, 1AU is a future AU too, but it gives Marcy a good deal. Core eyes on the side of her face. It is creepy as hell. Don't ask me how that. Ah! Jesus Christ! I look serious. Shit! I did that. Oh god, I scared the shit out of myself. Oh gosh. Oh fucking god. Okay. Now back to my opinion on. I actually discovered this whole thing via Clownfish TV. Yeah, they're a nice YouTube channel. video on Disney making it, and one of the jokes they made was Wolverine being replaced with a black lesbian. Like, no offense to anyone who is black and part of the LGBTQ plus community. Or any race. No offense to anyone with any eye, skin, hair, nail, foot fungus color. Seriously, I feel like I could call a type of foot fungus stupid and name it off its color and be called racist. But now that I think about it, I began this video with literally telling Disney to go fuck itself and then flipping off the negative part to the Sonic community and Disney and saying that the Sonic community probably views people like me who find Sonic 06's story enjoy Sonic 06's story, the Antichrist. I quite literally began this video with saying from the perspective of the negative parts of the Sonic community that I'm probably view me and people who enjoy Sonic 06's story the Antichrist for some reason. I also give you the horror imagery of this. I have a weird hairline. But random traumatization and things of my nightmares tonight. Thanks, me. You're welcome, me. I don't know why I did that, but hey, here we are. I'm basically going insane. Ain't at this point, but here we are. Look, I don't know what to do with thumbnails yet, so give me a break. Oh, jeez, this video is getting long. I think it's actually 41 minutes long. Getting 41 minutes long, so I might as well say this here. No, I don't want Disney to do anything with the X-Men or Transformers or anything. Can Disney just die so that way House can get its season free it deserves. But after Amphibians, kind of ironic that I want Disney to die, but after one of the two shows that are the only reasons I even watch Disney Plus for, or at least one of them is finished. Why do I want Disney to die before the Owl House is finished? Okay, I want Owl House to finish season 2. But I want its first season to be given to it. Steven Universe Future happened after Steven Universe ended and was canceled, and the show creator was allowed to show creators were allowed to make Steven Universe Future on HBO Max. Do I think the Owl House creators will be allowed to do something similar in basically giving us Owl House season 3 that we did the proper Owl House season 3 that the show and the he deserves? You do know the company that's paying for this show is the most woke piece of shit in existence, right? Like, second to Sega, Disney is one of the biggest cowards in the children's entertainment community, basically. Why am I saying that? Because Sega's still scared of people's opinions of their game, because of a game that came out 16 years ago. I was born in 2006. People. And guess what? I dislike someone's rewrite of Sonic 06. Why? Because I prefer Sonic 06's story to Forces. But I also prefer the same person's rewrite of Sonic Forces. But I also dislike a Batman Arkham Knight rewrite someone did, so here we are. The Sonic community, at least the bad parts, probably view me as the Antichrist. Right, so, yeah, here we are. Disney suck my fat funking dung. Don't know why I started censoring myself now at the end of the video, but here we are. Yeah, this crazy crack-headed douche, basically equivalent to a crackhead going on a rant. Rant while high on some type of opium-induced nightmare. Except it's not that. It's me going on a 15-year-old idiot weirdo like me, weirdo aka me, going on a rant talking about random stuff for several minutes. Here we are. Hi. I don't know why I decided to put this hi at the end, but Hi guys. Hi, Tristan. Here. Why am I acting like I paused the video and then edited it to add in a part later? It's not. I'm just here. Hi. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say this here. See you later, alligators. Insert thing about saying goodbye here, and I can't believe I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna quote Amphibia here, and as the locals of Wart would say, I forgot what Marcy said at the end of her theme song takeover. So it's something to do with burying themselves deep inside the soil or something. I don't know. Well, see you guys, I guess, when Amphibia... Well, enjoy your week. And the amount of time it probably takes for this guy, for me, my newest video. Also, if you're wondering where Foxy was, hi. Yeah, he was just over here on the couch, on the chair the entire time, like, literally. Here's where he was the entire time I was filming. Say hi, Foxy. Hi. That aside, this is the end to a 46-minute long video. Jesus. I can talk for a while. Wonder if I just let this run and just started talking nonstop. I'd come back to this and see this is like a whole 2 hours long. If I did this, oh god, this video would just be for ever, which I can't do because my battery's low. I might do an hour-long video at some point. So who knows? Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Bye.